All right. Good evening. Welcome to Fantastic Dimensions. This is session 29 of Roast Riches. Now, it is, go back to my notes, the 29th of July, 1632. It is a pretty warm and slightly overcast day. It's not the sunniest day out there, but that just makes it all the warmer. That thick blanket of clouds to keep all the heat in. Um, we will start off with a new character who's going to be joining us for a while. So, Ronnie, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your character, like who he is, what he looks like, and maybe what he's doing here as we work him into the group.
All right, I'm playing Gideon Hobbs. He is an Englishman. He's 37 years old. He has black hair that's thinning on the bottom, or on the top of it, on his head. And yeah, he wears a lobster tail helmet, and he wears a buff coat. That's pretty much it for now.
Okay, great. And so, where do we find him on the morning of the 29th of July?
Well, he'll frequent the local bars, trying to gather some information. And I'm
Hmm.
assuming he heard some rumors of some new people in town.
Yep, absolutely. There is a party of adventurers or mercenaries, foreigners staying at the Cross Candles, and they're at least some of them are English. That would be the word that you'd hear.
Hmm. Well, when I hear English, my eyes will light up, and I'll immediately try and get some more information about this Englishman, since I'm currently trying to get back home. And surely this guy will know how to best get there,
Sure.
since I've been stuck here for at least a year.
Yeah. So you would know that they are staying at the Crossed Candles. It is a nice kind of a fancy inn here in Prague. It would be in, where did we say it was? I need to remember the name of the quarters here. Um, I forgot to pull up that article I had. There was Newtown, Old Town, the Jewish Quarter, and the Imperial District, right? I think that was all of them. Um, so Old Town, I think, is where the nicer places were. Yep, it would be in Old Town. Um, that is where you will find um, the cross candles. Like I said, it's a fancy inn. So apparently, whoever these adventurers or mercenaries are, they must be relatively successful um, to be staying at such a prestigious place. So hopefully, that's a good sign for you, Gideon.
Very much so. I will enter this establishment and speak to the proprietor.
Okay, so as you go in, it is like very nice, newer building, um, wood reinforced with stone. So like stone supports, with nice wood walls and decor. Um, the innkeeper is a gentleman. Um, he looks pretty youthful. Um, you wouldn't guess him to be out of his 30s anyway. Um, trying to find his name. I have notes about him here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Yep, the cross candles. So he's got a full head of hair, no balding. His hair is kind of a dark brown, and he's there. The place is spick and span, like super clean. He's back there, kind of just leaning up against the bar, talking maybe to a couple of patrons who are sitting at the bar, eating their breakfast. There's a nice smell of mutton in the air. Um, you definitely recognize that smell. And of course, you couldn't miss the smell of boiled eggs as well, probably. And but yeah, predominantly it's mutton that you smell. So it looks like they've got some good food going on here as well. Now, let's say this is right. We'll say this is about like maybe 9 o'clock in the morning. Maybe even a little bit before that. It's not even quite 9 o'clock in the morning. I would wonder if any of the other party members are currently in the common room, or are you all in your rooms?
Before I went to bed, I wanted to cast Cure Light Wounds and Cure Disease.
Yes, of course you did. Sorry, you may do so. So
I rolled a 2 on my Light Wounds, so
mhm.
plus my level, that's a total uh,
8, right?
7. I'm at level 5.
You have 5. Okay, so 7. So yeah, you gain 7 hit points back then,
All right.
and you cast the cure disease as well.
Yes.
Go from
Like I said, like we discussed, she may not know exactly why, but she probably at least understands that, the demons that make other people ill can sometimes follow her around. So it's a
sure.
precaution thing.
Yes, of course, it's a sensible precaution. You've been dealing with that sick family.
And knowing how she would have to pray for so long in the morning, if possible, she goes to bed early that night so that she can wake up early, so she doesn't hold the party up.
Okay,
Heretic.
how early would she wake up?
She has to pray for 3 hours, so um, she can wake however early she can wake up. So she'll go to bed early enough that she can wake up and pray for 3 hours, and hopefully
Okay,
not too much of an impediment to the party.
cool. Yeah, so you'll be coming down shortly. What about Medina?
I will already be downstairs.
So Medina's downstairs. What about Cole?
What'd you say time was? 9 o'clock?
It's a little before 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Just roll a dice and, 50-50.
We'll call odd even. Odd. So yeah, you're downstairs.
Okay.
You're downstairs having breakfast with Antonio. Or sorry, with Medina. Fucking Antonio's all over the place in this fucking kip. Okay. Antonio Valenti, what about you? What time do you wake up? What time will you be downstairs for breakfast?
Well, before I went to sleep, before I went to sleep, right, that's the word. I cast Sleep on my bed, which doesn't do anything. So I can clear up that spell slot.
Actually, it does. I think that has an area of effect, does it not?
It has a range. Up to it's 30 feet plus. Hold on here. It is. That's the wrong thing.
I mean, the worst thing it's going to do is it might make some of the people sleep really good.
All right. 30 feet plus 10 feet per level only affects creatures with a 4+1 or fewer hit dice.
Mm-hmm. And it, I think it automatically, if I recall correctly, creatures with the fewest hit dice are affected first, and then on from there. So yeah, might have just meant some of the people in their rooms go to sleep and sleep really well for for a while,
And it's just regular sleep. If they get woken up, normally they'll wake up. But normal noise won't do it. They need to be hit, slapped in the face, or
they might even maybe one of your neighboring rooms, a guy's walking back and forth, trying to think about what he's going to do in the morning, stressing over his day, and all of a sudden he falls asleep, hits the ground, wakes up. Oh, whoa. Fine. Decides maybe he better climb into bed. Yeah, it's not gonna. No adverse effects. So
right.
You get that spell slot cleared. Then you sleep.
Yeah, I sleep, and then in the morning I carefully learn and prepare summon.
So that only takes you an hour. So yeah, you could easily be down if you want having breakfast when Gideon walks in as well.
Sure.
Okay. So Gideon, it probably wouldn't be too hard to make out Antonio Valenti, Medina, whoa, and Cole as all being not your typical local bohemians, as it were.
All right. I will approach them.
And as you are approaching them, Katerina will be walking down the stairs as well. If she wants to join them for breakfast or not is up to her. But
She'll walk down cautiously, and she has Marshall following her.
okay, you get your dog with you, big mastiff, and you've got your hood pulled up, I presume, with the little lock of hair.
Yeah.
Cool.
She looks around the room
Okay.
cautiously, make sure there's no posters of her.
Yeah. No, there are no posters of you up, and there are no guardsmen in the inn at the moment either.
Yeah,
But
she'll friends.
you will see, however, this stranger approaching your friends. So you may wish to hang back or not. It's up to you. He definitely also looks to be a foreigner, though, I suppose. So, but all right.
Yeah, Hobbs is a hefty man. So as you approach, he he kind of adjusts his belly and makes his way over. He'll say, good morning, gentlemen. I heard you're out of towners.
What language are you speaking? If you don't mind me asking.
I'll be speaking Czech.
So Cole has no idea what he's saying, right?
He doesn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Yes, we are outsiders.
As it appears you are as well.
Hmm.
And then after I know that they speak this language, I'll switch over to English just to test them. I'll say, fellow countrymen, what are you doing here?
I actually speak English.
What country are you from?
He's English. You can
The
tell by his
greatest,
accent, I'm sure.
the greatest country, my man.
He has an
well,
accent thing. Okay. All right.
Well, English is not the greatest, but I'll let you think that anyway.
I'll kind of give him a side eye.
I'll smile and nod and continue eating my breakfast. I don't understand.
What brings you to us? What brings you here?
Well,
Katerina will say in English, like, "Oh, so you're from France, then?"
how dare you? I'm an
Does Katerina
Englishman.
speak English?
She does.
Oh, cool. Couldn't remember.
I'm an Englishman through and through. And I'm trying to get home. Does anyone here know how to get back to England?
You head that way for about 5 days and then swim, and you'll be at the.
Yes.
It's a fair bit more than 5 days. It took you about 3 weeks to get here from Amsterdam.
Well,
You
he
see,
looks
I've
like
been-
he could run fast, I guess.
Fair enough.
I've been stuck in this dreaded city for a year now, and I need some assistance to get out.
You need somebody to drive your wagon, or what's the problem of getting out?
I'm assuming you mean escort you back to England?
Oh, yes. Smart man here, smart man.
Yes. I think you want to hire us, kind of. I assume.
I'd be willing to pay, of course.
Katerina will lean over to Antonio Valente and tell him in Dutch basically what the man is saying.
Oh yeah, Valenti doesn't speak English. Is that the one?
Yeah, Valenti doesn't speak English.
Right. Okay. So you're muted, Eric, but Katerina will translate to you in Dutch.
Oh, I thought I unmuted myself. Sorry. I was agreeing. Thank you.
So, what do you say? I'll pull out a silver piece and put it on the table. Surely this is a year's pay for you.
Just 1 silver? You can't stretch anymore?
1 silver should be more than enough.
Ah, man. Make it 2. I'm fine with 2 silver.
2 silver, that's highway robbery.
I'm good with 2 silver. I'm a man of the wild. I don't really care that much.
You strike a hard bargain, and I'll pull out another silver.
Yeah. I think the others might not like this 2 silver.
All right. Contract is sealed. I'll spit in my hand.
With me it is, not with the other 3.
I'll spit in my hand and hold it out for you to hold.
Yeah, I'll hold. Well, it looks like I've got another job.
Excellent. Let us be on our way.
Katerina, Cole, Antonio, please. I speak in a language that all 3 of them know. Do you know
Dutch.
Yeah.
Do you know Dutch, Gideon?
Let's find out. Yeah, I do.
Good.
Yes.
That's been the common tongue pretty much for this party since the beginning.
Katerina, Cole, Antonio, please don't leave me alone to escort this man.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we kind of got a lot on our plate right now. Katerina will say in English, not knowing that he speaks Dutch yet.
I'll pretend like I don't know what she said. What did she say?
Speaking your language.
Yeah, I just said it.
Oh, she's speaking English?
Yeah, she said
Yeah,
in English.
Okay.
I said in English because she doesn't know you speak Dutch yet.
Okay.
I cannot understand her outrageous accent.
Yeah, that's not proper English at all. You might as well just speak French.
Well, she's French, so she's massacring English.
Well, Mr. What was your last name again, sir?
Hobbs.
Mr. Hobbs. Looks like you're stuck with me. Probably not the other 3, but you're stuck with me at least.
Oh no.
Or am I stuck
there
with
must
you?
be some misunderstanding. You see, I paid you 2 silver for the group.
Oh, fuck.
We shook on it.
Yeah, Katerina kind of gives Medina like a side eye, like
Yes, all right.
It's only England. How far can it be?
I think when I am, because I am from Spain, I get a little bit dodgy with translations sometimes. Oh shit! I may have dropped all 3 of you into this. Oops. Sorry.
Well, let us just take a quick break and negotiate, and I'll start picking at their food and sit down and eat.
I just sit back quietly and don't say anything.
Katerina says like some kind of curse in French, like under her breath, like basically disgusted by his, English, like he's just sitting down and, and like picking at their food all of a sudden. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm getting like a little bit from everyone,
something in French. Like I don't know, but
a little bit from everyone's plate.
You speak French?
Let's find out. Yes, I do.
You catch it. The bartender walks over and says, "Welcome to the Cross Candles, sir. Would you like some breakfast? We have some
just in
stewed
time.
bear and almond bread, dried
Yes,
mutton
yes.
and blue cheese, boiled eggs with dried leek,
What is your
dried
finest?
mutton with whey cheese, or if you're feeling particularly delectable today, we have a braised veal with mason barley biscuits."
Oh, that sounds delicious. Please bring one out. My friends have offered to buy me food after my long journey.
He looks around. Let's see, who will he look to? 1, 2, 3.
Chop,
4,
chop!
4.
Come on, hurry up!
He looks at Katerina. No, Cole. He looks at Cole.
I don't know what the hell he said because I don't understand Czech.
Right. So next he looks to Antonio Valenti. Just raises an eyebrow. He would say to you probably in Czech, is this gentleman indeed with you? Are you buying his breakfast?
I was not aware of such a deal.
I'll drop my spoon. Offended.
Katarina will speak in Dutch again to Valencia and say, "Yeah, apparently our friend here made a deal to escort this man to England for 2 silver pieces."
Oh, did he forget that we are already on contract at 600 silver pieces per month?
I'm not sure what he thought. I'm thinking he also forgot other important details about this group, like how we kind of need to leave this area immediately. Taking on another person is dangerous. It's more of a chance for us to get caught.
Well,
Bigger groups get looked
I'll
at.
pipe in. I'll pipe in Dutch. Yes, yes, we should leave immediately.
The barman Andre kind of leans down to you, Antonio, between you and Katerina, since you were just kind of talking between each other, and says, "Would you like me to summon the guard?"
I don't think that would be necessary at this time.
Very
Tell me, friend, why is it you must get to England so desperately?
Oh well, you see, you know, the old wife back home. You know how it is.
No, enlighten me, please.
No, I don't like to talk about it.
Mm.
It's too much of a tale for any one man to handle.
Now you sit at our table and you pick at our food. The least you can do.
Who is this woman again?
Does I am a cleric of the Lord, sir.
Does anyone speak Spanish? Do any of you four speak Spanish?
I do.
Let's find out. Let's find out if I speak Spanish. I do speak Spanish.
Lord.
I do
Pretty
not.
good at languages.
I'm running out of room to running out of room to write.
I need a
We've been playing
language.
for 20 minutes.
I need a language, but he doesn't speak.
Well, we don't know what he speaks or not, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
I know, in game. But fuck. Right, I'm gonna speak to Spanish to Antonio because obviously I don't know that Gideon understands. Oh shit! I didn't mean to get you guys involved. I don't mind doing jobs for 2 silver, but I kind of live off whatever I can anyway. But I didn't know. I tried to make it clear that you three were not involved in this, but clearly I did not do it a good job. Also, I think I kind of get closer to you to whisper. I kind of want to kill him. He's a little bit of an idiot.
Kill, and I'll say in Spanish.
Oh shit!
That's quite the threat, yeah.
And I raised an eyebrow at that as well, coming from this man of God.
He's backsliding. We've already established that.
Even a man of God has his moments, but this man is getting on my nerves. But technically, technically, he has hired me, so I kind of have to be a little bit.
I'm gonna have to deduct that from your pay, sir.
Well, as we have already stated previously, we are already under contract. If you wish to travel with us after we have completed our duties here in this city, you're more than welcome to. It's always safer to have greater numbers on the road.
All right, sounds good to me.
Our business should hopefully be concluded before the end of the day.
All right.
Speaking as such, I do have something I must attend to, and I must bid you all adieu for the moment. I must have a contact that I must speak with regarding the matter with the play.
Antonio, you remember that bullet pack? If you don't mind, it might be a good idea to pick one up before we leave. I might end up needing it. I'll pay you back when I get the change again.
No worries. I will pick up supplies on my return.
Cool. So where do you slip off to, Antonio?
All right, so the first thing I do is head to the stables, get Pegasus and the other 2 horses that I bought. Make sure I have all my supplies ready in a saddlebag. And head out of the city.
Okay. So you leave the city. And where do you go? What kind of location are you traveling to? Again, like I said, it's kind of overcast,
Mhm.
or quite warm. No signs of any actual rain. It's just like just thick cloud cover.
Right.
Um,
So I want to ride out of the city for about about half an hour or so, and then look around to make sure that I'm not being followed, and then turn off into the woods.
okay, you may do so. So by this point in time, it's easily after 10 in the morning for you.
Hmm.
You slip off into the woods here in Bohemia. Which way did you head from the city? Did you exit? Um, let me think here. Actually, let me look. I have a map, don't I? Not much of a map, actually. There's a west. Yeah, I suppose you probably would have exited um, through the east gate.
Okay.
You could go through the west gate if you want to travel through the Imperial District.
No, not if I
Okay.
can help it.
Yeah, there's an east. I think there's an east wall, east gate right here in Old Town that you could have used.
Excellent.
So, yeah. Okay. Cool. So did you continue heading east then?
Yes.
Deeper into Bohemia, essentially. But yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Sounds good to me.
So I want to find some secluded glen where I can set up my special little friend.
Right. Yes, indeed. I'm just taking a quick look here at something. Now. Yeah, okay. I suppose you could get to those woods over there. Sounds good. Okay. How do you set up once you find your secluded little
All right.
section of wood?
So let me bring up the ingredients here that I have.
Mhm.
So the first thing I do is just get a couple of sticks and about 6 inches long or so, or one longer than that, and break it in half. And then I pound one into the ground and clear off all the ground cover from around there, so I get a nice flat surface. And then I take a length of twine and I tie it around both sticks and draw a circle in the ground, into which I then, at 5 points, I'll put like a nail. Well, I'm gonna nail it. Use the nails that I have to secure the silver wire to the ground, leaving like a length of it off.
Right.
And then at 5 points, I will trace out a pentagram
Okay.
into the circle, and then secure everything again with whatever nails I have left. At each point of the pentagram, I will stick the mimic gem just inside the point.
Right.
And then I will take Pegasus about 20 yards away and tie her off on a tree securely. And then take the other 2 horses and hobble their front feet and secure them to convenient trees in the area as well, right as close to the circle as I can get them without them being able to step on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I begin my ritual. And the first thing I do is slice the throat of one of the horses, and then gather the blood in my hands and pour it into the circle.
Right. Yeah. There's quite a spray of blood, and the horse, struggles briefly before losing too much blood and strength, and just kind of collapsing to the ground and bleeding out.
Mm-hmm. And then I will start, continue the ritual. And when I get to the end, I will step next to the other horse and slash its throat as well with my sword.
Okay.
And then do the same thing, grab the blood in my hands, and then throw it on the circle, and then finish the incantation.
Good. Yes. Very nice. And you have got blood all over you now.
That's all right.
Yep. All right. The 2 sacrifices are made. Your chanting is done.
And then I'll kneel at the edge of the circle and concentrate, and ripping a hole in the veil between realities.
And as you do so, in your immediate locality, anyway, here in this little glen, as you described it, the wind picks up. The sky seems to darken. You hear an ominous rolling of thunder, which is obviously quite unnatural since there was no signs of any storm as you traveled here. Thunder continues to peal, getting louder and louder. A bit of rain starts kind of lashing through the trees, cutting through the trees and slapping against your cloak.
Mm-hmm.
And lightning begins to streak in the sky. And a bolt of lightning strikes down and hits one of the trees that you had the tree that you had the second horse tied off to.
All right.
And then the lightning arcs from there into your circle and forms a vaguely humanoid shape of just like almost like pure lightning electricity. You can, all the hair on your body is like standing up on end, and you can just feel the energy pulsing from it. You can smell the ozone as well in the air as this thing forms before you. And what do you say to it?
Creature from... what was that? Oh. Creature from another realm. Kneel to my will. I have service of thee. And then I'll focus my power on it and try and get it to submit.
What service do you require?
There was a play called The King in Yellow. It was written by a man named... it's Joop Van Ooms, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Joop Van Ooms. There are those who have read this play, which is forbidden. You will seek those who have read this play. And other than Joop Van Ooms themselves, those who have knowledge of it or have read it, destroy them. You may do with their souls as you please. When this service is finished, you may go where you will.
And that is all.
That is all that I seek. Do we have...
Done.
And the smell of ozone increases as a bolt of lightning, almost in reverse, strikes again, and the creature disappears. The tree still burning beside you, the rain gone, and the sky once again just overcast, but not dark.
Excellent. I'll then stand and kick the debris that I cleared from the area over the blackened circle where the ritual took place, and get on my horse and ride away. Back to the city.
Sure. You're going to ride back to the city covered in horse blood?
Oh, no. First, I'll find a stream and wash it off as much as I can.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's why I have dark clothes. Dark clothes are good for that.
Cool. All right. Now, by the time you make your way back to the city, yeah, it's gonna be easily 11 o'clock, probably just about by the time you get back to the cross candles. So, the remainder of the group, you guys still have a little bit of time yourselves. Gideon, Katerina, Cole, and Antonio. Do you guys just hang out in the end, getting to know each other, or do you? Is there anything you want to do while you wait for Antonio?
I want to talk to I want to talk to this new Englishman that showed up at our table.
Sure.
Asked him, so what part of England are you from?
London, of course.
Ah, London. So how long has it been since you've been back to the old country?
Hmm. I left on my journey about 3 years ago.
3 years. Whoa.
Yes, I've traveled far and wide across the earth. I have seen many things. I'll stuff another sausage in my mouth.
So well, when you're through with chewing the sausage, what brought you here?
To the city in particular?
Oh, just for your trip and to the continent. Why did you come over to the continent during these turbulent times?
You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I'm just asking because you wanted us to, I don't know, protect you or guide you or whatever it was, and I,
Well,
I'm
a man
sure,
should have good company on his return home, right?
and a man should know what another man is up to before they share company on the road.
I'll lift my sleeves up and show my bare hands. Look at me. Look at me. I have nothing to hide. I'll stuff another sausage in my face.
Well, it's not easy during these times to just even hook up with a man from the old country without knowing what's going on. It's terrible out there.
Tell
I've
me,
traveled.
friend. Tell me, friend, where are you from?
I'm over from the west part of England.
Oh, fellow countrymen.
Yeah,
Had I known. Yes, yes. I'll pat you on the shoulder. Yes, my friend. Yes, brother. It's time for us to go home. We have to get out of this horrid abyss of a hellscape. The, the king, he calls to us. I'll look out into the distance.
You Englishmen.
well, I'm not sure I'm ready to go home just yet, but it is in the future plans.
Look around. Look around. There's nothing here for you now. We must go home now.
Mr. Hobbs, I may have agreed, but your contract comes second. I already have a contract. Once that's done, we get to your contract. So
Well,
you just got to stick with us.
that's fine with me, as long as we get where I need to go.
It might be a while. It might not, depending on what happens along the way.
So, what are
we
you guys? What are you doing here?
we usually take care of business fairly quick.
Business, huh?
This
What kind
is
of business?
business that provides our breakfast, our lunch, and our dinner, a room in this inn.
Nah,
That
good
kind of thing.
business.
Also, sir, you must pay for your own food and that, because you need to stop trying to get food and shit from us.
Excuse me, I can't. I'm sorry. Repeat that one more time. I can't understand your accent.
You need to, stop getting us to pay for your food. You need to pay for your own.
Oh, you're gonna buy me. You're gonna pay for my dinner too. Wow,
No, I am.
what a friend! Amazing.
I just swear in Spanish. He knows what I'm saying, but fucking asshole. Right. I hate these. This is why I hate English people. Fuck's sake.
I just smile at him when he's talking. 'Cause I have no idea what he's saying. So
Right.
he just
Yeah, you just went to a play last night with an Englishman.
Cole's okay.
oh yeah, that's right. We were buddied up yesterday. I forgot about that. Yeah, I showed you the greatest play that's ever been written.
In English, I'd
In
say.
fact, I should tell my English friend here. Now, don't be in such a hurry to leave the city. They have a play here that is a very, very moving. This is the best play. Well, I mean, it might be the only play I've ever seen, but it's the best play. I've seen it twice now. That's how good it was. I do recommend it for you. And if you're
It wa-
interested, I'll take you there and I'll go watch it again. It's that good.
It was pretty good. It was very enjoyable.
What was this play about?
Let me think of my brain a little bit. What was that play about?
How much do you remember? What's your intelligence?
I remember, but I will
My
let.
intelligence is 10.
Yes, you do remember. It was about an Englishman. He was abducted by Viking raiders. He then, he converted to their religion. He married a Viking woman, had Viking children, and then later had to return to his own country as a conqueror. And so that's why the play is called Gods and Traitors.
So I'll describe it very emotionally. And now how he did this and had to do that, and they did this to him, and yet he went and overcome those problems and ended up marrying and having children, and then he came back home as a conqueror. As this is just a metaphor, which I think I know what that means, but anyway, this is just a metaphor
Uh,
of him coming to away from good old England and coming back even stronger and bringing new things to England.
I'm nodding my head the whole time.
Cole, you are probably the only Englishman I actually like. I say this in English. However, Mr. Hobbs, you disgust me.
Is the French woman still here?
I believe she is. Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking that once Katarina got done with her breakfast, she'd probably go back to her room. I mean, she doesn't want to risk getting the guards coming in.
Fair enough. Yeah. So she's not at the table anymore then.
What was that? Someone said something about English, man.
Right.
It's so hard to understand with the accent.
I just stand up and go outside, punch a wall, come back in, sit back down.
I want to tell you there, cousin, that you might want to be careful with Antonio there. I've seen him. He's pretty handy with certain tools, and he's pretty fast with them too.
Oh
so
no!
Be wary. Be wary.
Antonio and I are best friends.
At this point, I've probably come back in and sat back down as you said that. And
aren't we, Antonio? And I'll pat him on the back with my greasy sausage fingers.
Get your disgusting sausage fingers off my back, you disgusting foul man.
Wow.
Antonio,
I love you too, Antonio.
This is your boss. This is your boss now. He just paid you.
Honestly, for 2 silver, I don't give a fuck. 2 silver.
All right. I can see Antonio, my friend. We've known each other for years.
No, we haven't. I met you about how long ago was it?
What are you talking about? We left 3 years ago together and we journeyed across the world together.
I do not remember this, and so it did not happen.
Antonio.
No,
you were breaking my heart, Antonio.
I do not know you. I have literally been living in the wild. I take jobs here and there.
Yes, we lived in the wild and we came to town.
Oh my god. I wish I could have a drink right now. Fuck. But I'm not.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at our bond? All the fights we've gone through, all the terrors of the night.
And Antonio,
don't you remember the one night in the storm?
Antonio calmly stands up, walks outside.
Antonio, no!
Walks off somewhere.
Not again, Antonio, not again.
I walk off somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm going for a walk.
I go back to eating my sausage.
So you knew Antonio before?
Oh yes, of course.
Ah,
Antonio was a best friend of mine.
hmm, interesting. And the way
Antonio, he gets like this sometimes.
you
He doesn't remember things. It's a terrible
you
affliction.
you were you were his employer or his partner?
Excuse me, sir.
Were you his employer or
What are you insinuating?
perhaps his partner or what?
What are you insinuating?
What were you equals?
A man can't have a man as a friend. It must be something more.
No, I didn't say
I
that.
take
A
offense to that,
partner.
sir. I'll pull one of the sausages off the plate and stick it in his face. You have a problem?
How many Englishmen are in this?
You have a problem?
How many Englishmen? How many Englishmen are in this
Oh
inn?
yes, that's right. Englishman.
Okay,
Yes. And
right.
I look back into the distance. Of course.
So that's
Antonio, come back.
I've long gone. I've just
Where have you gone? Just
I just went for a walk somewhere. I don't know where
okay.
I'll end.
Just wandered off. Roll a percentile for me.
Okay. 85.
85. Child walks by handing out flowers to people. Gives one to you.
Oh, thank you. Here's a silver piece.
He smiles and continues walking on, handing flowers to people as he goes.
What a nice young boy. What is this flower? I sniff it. And then just hold it and continue walking. I'm just gonna keep walking. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I'll just get away from that man for a while.
Sure. As you're walking through a kind of you're in Old Town, right? Yeah. So, Old Town. You find yourself, um, yeah. There's the, yeah. You find yourself on Baker's Way. Lots of lots of goods being made, food, being baked. You can smell all kinds of different pastries and breads and everything else. Um, there's a man painting a sign, repainting a sign. Really, he's just kind of painting over what was already there, just making it look nicer of this particular bakery. Um, and as you're walking by, he falls from his ladder. What's your lowest score?
My lowest score is it's wisdom. I got 8 in wisdom.
Okay, he is falling in your direction.
I try to catch him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can catch him, no problem. You catch him. Let's see here. The paint is white, so the white paint gets spilled all over you and your clothes in the
God.
process, and him as well. But you catch him.
Are you okay, sir?
I am, thanks to you. I got dizzy. It must be this heat.
Yes. I do it all in the name of God, sir.
I'm sorry, your clothes are ruined.
Oh, it's fine. They're just clothes, my friend.
And he, gives you a blessing. Yeah, your flower is all drenched in white paint too. It was like a nice red flower. Now it's mostly white,
Yeah, well.
and it'll be dead soon. But yeah.
Oh no, it's fine. I can't. I'll put the flower. I'm gonna put it down somewhere, anywhere, and just leave it there.
Sure. Heartless bastard.
And then sir, thank you for the blessing. May God be with you, and I just continue walking.
Okay, you going for a nice long walk?
Yep, nice long walk, just so that I don't have to deal with Hobbs.
So it's just Gideon and Cole then left in the common room of the inn. Let me see here. Okay. Mhm. While you guys are in there, what are you doing to pass the time? This is just the two Englishmen now sitting in the crossed candles.
Finishing my breakfast.
I'd say your breakfast is well finished by now, unless you're
Oh,
a
is it?
slow eater.
Okay, well,
Talking the whole time.
Yeah, Gideon's just talking your ear off, talking about jolly old England.
as long as you're talking about England, I'll listen.
Talking about my journey with Antonia.
Right.
Where did you journey to? Where were you journeying to with it?
Well, first
Yep.
we went to the land of Egypt. We surfed the barren sands. And together, we saw the great Sphinx. And then we traveled across Africa and hunted lions. Yes, because we were there. We were there.
And some boy who's in there with his parents looks over and says, "Oh, do either of you speak Czech? You speak Czech, right, Gordon? Gordon, Gideon. Sorry,
Yes, I speak Czech.
print's too small on my screen. Gideon speaks Czech. Yeah. So Gideon, the boy comes over. Oh, you're the famous adventurers. I heard you talking about your adventures in Africa. Could I get your autograph? I don't know if
Sure.
they do autographs in the 17th century, but yeah, he's asking for your autograph. What the fuck? Why not?
My friend here would love to give you his autograph.
Please, here. And he pulls out his handkerchief.
And I'll hand it to Cole.
Why did he ask you? I mean,
He wants you to sign your name.
sign my name. I don't sign my name.
Hurry, come on.
Oh, wait.
He looks disappointed.
No, you're not the same ones. He reaches over and snatches the handkerchief back from Cole and walks disappointedly back over to his parents.
All right. Kind of like that kid's style, but
He thought you were some other adventurers.
no, that's fine. You must be talking about Antonia.
So, what's your hurry to get back to England right now?
No hurry.
Okay. I think I'm
mean,
gonna take a walk.
In fairness, there is a pretty nasty war going on in the region, so England at least is not plagued by war at this time.
Oh, yeah, actually, then big hurry. So, where'd your woman friend go? Not the talkative type, huh?
No, I haven't really known her that long. Just a few days.
Well, you know how those French are.
Yeah. I mean, she seems like a pretty decent nun. She's a nun.
Oh, she's a nun.
Yeah.
I'll spit on the floor.
Yeah. She's a nun, and she's
Anyways, back to my journey across Africa with Antonio. Did I tell you about the time that he snatched the rabbit from the lion's jaw?
What was that? What?
What?
So this nonsense is still going on.
You're talking about snatch or what did you say?
I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
This nonsense is still going on by the time you come back, Antonio. you can return Pegasus to the stable and walk into the
All
cross
right.
candles, and you'll find a rather exasperated-looking Cole sitting there as Gideon is telling him some story about rabbits in Africa.
Interesting. So my business is concluded for the day. Hopefully, it will end the time we need to spend in this damn city. We shall see.
Good. Sooner the better. Maybe I might get to watch that play one more time before we go again. Have you seen that play? Did Antonio see it?
Yes,
Okay.
it was all right. I was not nearly as moved by it as you were.
It had to do with England. Since, yes,
So-
you got, if it was about Italy, I'm sure you would have enjoyed it as much as I did.
Perhaps.
Or home is what it is.
Sir, you have returned from your errand. How did it go?
Indeed. Surprisingly well. I was not sure if my contact would be so eager to assist me in my mission. But we were able to strike a bargain, and it went rather well.
That's good. That's good. So now we can go to England.
Not quite yet. We must make sure that that he completes his mission.
He.
Indeed.
Okay. How much is a room here?
Rooms here are 25 silver per night.
Ugh, it's a little pricey. Well,
Yes.
Asper Antonio will be able to foot the bill for me.
No, I don't think so.
Excuse me, sir?
Our lodging is already paid for.
Oh, perfect. I'll sleep in your room then.
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
No.
Yes. I'll put an arm around his shoulder. I'm gonna whisper into his ear. You and me are gonna be friends.
And I take his wrist in a two-fingered pinch and pull his arm off of my shoulder. And I leave the room.
I follow.
Where are you going?
I was going to head up to my room.
You mean my room? Let's go, sir.
He follows you, apparently. Cole, you witness this, of course.
Yeah, I'll stand at the beginning of the stair and watch what happens.
Okay.
Maybe kind of entertaining.
As you approach the room, it's quite obvious to you, Antonio, that he's right behind you.
You like to live recklessly, do you not?
What do you mean?
I mean that if you are to step foot into my room, well, I shall be forced to deal with the matter.
Are we in front of your door?
Yeah.
I'll slowly reach my hand towards his doorknob, looking him in the eye.
I just watch.
Slowly, the hand. It caresses the doorknob.
And I watch.
I open the door.
You find it
I
locked?
believe it's locked.
Oh, it's locked. God damn it.
Yeah, it's definitely locked. I have.
It's a very secure inn as well, you know.
I'll rattle the door a little bit. What are you trying to hide, friend?
I'm in a foreign city. Why would I not lock my door?
Indeed. Good day, sir.
Good day.
We'll start walking away.
All right, then.
So weird.
What a strange character.
So
Just gonna
weird.
stand there perplexed while he walks away.
Okay.
No.
How long do you plan to stay in Prague?
Well, I
You're
know
gonna
that
stay in Prague at least until the 5th of August, I think, right? Was that? Yeah, that's when the King in Yellow is supposed to start.
right.
Or not. That's entirely up to you. I don't know. I'm just pulling out thoughts.
Well, I want to stay in the city long enough to be sure that the demon took care of its business.
Give me just give me a D20 roll. What's your intelligence?
14.
Mm-hmm.
I roll 8.
Right. You remember what you asked it to do,
Yes.
and it said done.
Right.
And then it returned back where it came from.
Oh, wait. It didn't leave and run off somewhere?
No, it zipped right back up like reverse lightning bolt back up into the sky.
Oh, I didn't know what you meant by that.
Oh.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I wasn't clear on that. So basically,
You're pretty sure you
it
think
did
it
its.
left.
So that would mean that
Like
whoever.
left this plane of existence.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Okay.
No worries.
So, okay. Well, then I would have had a completely different reaction. All right. So I can be sure then, because I know that I dominated the fuck out of that thing, that business was done before he even summoned the damn thing.
It would seem so. Otherwise, it probably would have killed you if you had not, dominated it, and
Right.
it wouldn't just, just go back to where it came from.
Got it. So, wow, I got like a free deal out of it. I was like, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, easiest job ever.
It did say, yeah, I think it did say, is that all? Done.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, I didn't
And
realize
it
that.
laughed as well. As best as I could laugh at that ridiculous voice.
No worries. I'm sorry. I did not catch on what you were doing there.
Okay. Well.
Excellent.
There
So,
you
okay,
have it.
then. So I know then that, oh, okay. Well, then anyways, I will, yeah. I'll check on Katerina then.
Okay. Knocking on her door.
Mm-hmm. It's Antonio.
Okay, Katerina will open the door. Is that disgusting Englishman gone? She'll ask you.
Unfortunately, no. But, the business that we were hired for has been concluded in this city. The actor, did not survive his trip, and the knowledge was not spread that which we were seeking to hide.
Okay. Remember my bullets?
Sorry?
Did you remember my bullets?
I am going to the store now.
So,
I believe we could probably, well, I wouldn't think we should leave today since it's already past the midday meal, but perhaps we can head out tomorrow, unless there's other business you wish to seek in the city.
no. Do you think you could check on Coach for me? Just make sure that, he's okay?
He seemed fine when I returned Pegasus to the stables just now.
Okay.
Check again for you, though. I did not actually look at him closely. I'll check on him as I go and purchase the supplies you need.
All right. Very well. In the morning, have everyone come to my room, and so we can come up with a plan together. I may have a way to make sure that our plan will hopefully go well to get out of the city.
Of course.
Or actually, Actually, after lunch, let's do it. That way, well, I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if it'll
Very
work.
well. So, this evening, then, you wish everyone to gather.
Actually, no, it'll have to actually be in the morning.
In the morning, then.
Yes, in the morning.
And I will go and buy the bullets. And rations as well.
Ah, yes, we'll need several rations. You said we're returning all the way to Amsterdam, correct? It's a few weeks worth of travel.
Indeed.
And feed for the horses.
Yeah, you reckon it'd take at least 3 weeks.
If you still have plenty of money, you might want to consider helping Medina out getting a horse.
I'll look into that.
All right. Well, thank you for everything, she says. And she'll
Of course.
open her door for him so he can go do what he needs to do.
All right. So I'm going to... You know what? We should probably get rid of this extra gear we have from our lost companion. So there's some things in there that we can get rid of.
Okay.
Like the fishing gear. Didn't somebody take the arquebus and the pistols?
No, you should still have them, but why?
I'm just
Why
wondering
get-
what we could sell off.
Why get rid of the fishing gear? If we come across any lakes or whatever, we could use it.
It's true.
Rations.
We got... Well... Yeah, we got stuff we can get rid of in here, though. And none of it's really all that... I guess I'll just hang on to it.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'll go and buy the supplies then. I gotta use the bathroom real quick, too. I'll be right back.
Probably
All right.
like the armor you could get rid of because no one's going to be using that.
That's true. I'll get rid
Why
of
don't
it.
we just why don't we just take a quick bio break?
Sure.
Cool.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Smoke them if you got them.
Antonio wants to strangle Hobbs. And,
Yeah.
and I'm a man of God. I want to strangle him.
Hobbs is such a cool, fun character.
He's just
Katarina
out
is
for a
like-
good time.
I'm glad there wasn't a written agreement in our contract because I only go by written agreements. I'm glad it was just a handshake.
I mean, Katarina is like literally like almost a prophet. I mean, the closest to a prophet you'd be able to get, and she wants to murder Hobbs.
At least the two holy people are on the same page.
Yeah, heretic speaking.
Right.
I'm back.
I'm here.
All right, I'm back. Thinking everybody else is back.
I'm here.
Ronnie, you there?
I'm here.
No, I'm not back. I'm not here.
That duck is still taking Rodney's place.
So just wait for Ronnie then.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay, cool.
I'm back.
All right. So, the rest of the day, you want to go shopping. Oh, Medina. You come across a group of locals, Czech people. They seem to be having some kind of a celebration on the streets. They're walking, they're drinking out in the street. They have flagons that they're carrying. In fact, yeah, each one has a flagon with a name engraved on it, which you assume is their own names. And they're all dressed kind of similarly. It's obviously some kind of party. There are, let me see, how many? And there are 7 of them. They sing a song and they come. And they're like kind of walking in your direction. They see you and say, "Come on, have a drink with us." And they gesture at the nearest bar, which is right across the street. And it is call it a common place called the Stout Shepherd.
I will join in your celebrations, my friends, but I shall not drink. I will definitely dance or whatever you are doing.
You must drink. Why? How could you not drink?
I just can't. I just can't. I can't. I just can't drink.
Nonsense! It's Augustine's birthday, and Augustine smiles and holds up his mug, which says Augustine on it. You would insult my friend by not drinking with us on his birthday? It's just one drink.
One drink. Oh, no. One. In my head, I'm like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. One drink won't hurt.
Okay.
One drink.
So they drag you into the Good Shepherd, which is, it's an okay inn. It's single story, half timbered. They've got mead and beer and bitter, cider and stout, of course, inside. My first drink goes down really quick, and the guys all kind of get introduce themselves. There's Jindrik, Augustin, Leopold, Matthias, Blahoslav, Svetoslav, and Evzen is their names. I don't know if I'm pronouncing those correctly at all or not, but I did my best. And of course, before you finish your first drink, another one is being forced into your hand.
I will not drink the second one. I'll just keep it in my hand, and if they try to get me to drink it, I'll pretend to like.
Augustin says, "Oh, you have to drink this one. I bought this one. Jindrik bought the first one. This is my round."
Okay. I kind of.
What's the matter? They don't drink stout in your country?
They do, but I used no.
What are you? Some kind of a weak-livered Protestant?
No, I shouldn't. No, I used to have. No, he won't say anything. Like he won't actually say he's not meant to be drinking alcohol, or he used to have an alcohol problem. But he's reluctantly gonna drink, knowing, and he's just going in his head like, "Sorry, Father, for I have sinned."
You get about halfway through that stout before Leopold is trying to force a cider into your hands.
I won't say no because it's the guy's birthday.
Yeah, Augustin goes over to one corner and pukes, and then comes back and starts drinking the cider.
Are you guys local from here? Are you all local?
Prague, born and bred.
Well, what do you all do for a living? What do you all do?
Well, Augustin, his father's a cobbler. He works with him. Jindrik here, he's a blacksmith. Leopold, what does Leopold do? Leopold is a what they have? Yeah, like a bricklayer.
Okay.
Matthias is a tailor's son, basically an apprentice tailor. Blahoslav is a carpenter. Svetoslav is in between things at the moment, he says. But I do pretty good playing cards. I'm a bit of a gambler, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I know what you mean.
And Evzen, well, he's too young to have a real job. Most likely he'll end up working with Matthias, learning the carpentry trade. They're cousins.
Okay, well,
what do you do?
What do I am a traveler. I am a traveler.
And Matthias says, "Shots!" And he comes over with a tray full of shots.
No, I cannot.
Here, he puts hands you a shot of something brown.
I am sorry, my friends, but I must be going at this.
Drink, 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 drink.
Okay. How drunk are they all at this point?
Oh, they're wasted. They were drunk before they first ran into
Okay, that's good. So I'm just gonna pretend to drink it, but pour it over the back of myself, even if I get it on the back of my.
Sure.
Because no, I have some. He's trying to control his urges.
That's good. Yeah, because the next round's on Blahoslav, so he brings beers for everybody.
I'm not gonna drink it. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna stand up and just try to slowly back out because.
Yeah, act like you gotta take a piss or something. And
yeah,
just ditch
and then fucking leg it.
You bastard.
Why do I get stuck with the fucking?
What an asshole. I rolled that on a random encounter. It's a birthday party.
What I'll also do just before I left, I'd probably put like a few silver on the table and let them get their own beers, like a round or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll have slowly fucked off.
Okay. Where are you going to go when you fuck off?
At
This
I'm
point in time,
gonna
it's early afternoon.
very slowly go back to the inn.
Okay. Cool. Antonio Valenti is going shopping. What about Gideon, Cole, and Katrina? Anything you want to do? Katrina, I guess you're probably going to continue laying low or for the moment.
Yeah,
Until
she's
the
in her
morning. Fair enough. Oh yeah, let me see.
She might would even have asked the others to like bring her lunch and stuff to her room so that she wouldn't have to, leave.
Right.
Hobbs will
Very
be the
good.
perfect person for this job.
Okay.
Hobbs will bring a tray of food to the French woman.
Lunch is delivered. Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, she probably thinks it's Valente, so she opens the door, and then Hobbs there, and so she slams the door again.
Oh, wow. That's
Oh, you had your food.
typical French woman behavior. I'll leave the tray of food on the
You're
floor.
left there with your roasted pheasant with ginger and chestnut bread and a glass of rum.
All right, I'll take it back downstairs and finish it
Eat it,
off.
drink it. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, free food.
Cole, what are you doing?
What time of day is it?
Say about lunchtime.
Guess he's eating lunch then.
Okay. You can have roasted pheasant or boiled mutton or braised partridge, steamed pheasant, boiled eggs. That's it.
Something cheap. What's the cheapest?
The cheapest is going to be either the boiled mutton or the boiled eggs. The boiled eggs are served with whey cheese and a tankard of cider. The boiled mutton is served with dried lentils and a tankard of stout.
Go for the mutton.
Okay, cool. 12 copper.
Tell him put it on my property. I got that. Okay.
Oh yeah, your roasted pheasant, by the way, Hobbs was 2 silver. And it came with ginger and chestnut bread and yeah, glass of rum. I already said that. Sorry.
Put it on the French woman's tab.
She doesn't have a tab.
Who has a tab? I'll cycle through all their names.
Let me see. Well, I seem to recall one of them saying that they weren't paying for you. The barman says.
Oh, I don't recall that conversation. But I will pay the 2 silver.
He's eyeing you suspiciously. Just thinking you're trouble. Okay, cool. And a group of 6 Imperial guards in full uniform and armaments come walking in. And they have flyers of a witch loose in the city of Prague, wanted for heresy and murder of an Imperial guardsman. It's got a drawing, a painting, or sorry, yeah, not painting, illustration, a drawing type thing, whatever of her on it. Sketch, that'd be the word. Um, The question is, would you recognize? Because it is, of course, Katerina, but she's kind of incognito since then. She's had her hair dyed. She's always got the cloak pulled up. Tell you what, give me a D20 roll there, Hobbs. Of
All
course,
right.
Cole, you know exactly who it is when you see it.
10.
What's your intelligence and wisdom?
My intelligence is 16, and my wisdom is 12.
Nice. Yeah, you kind of can pick it. You quickly go, oh, you have a revelation.
Oh, this looks so familiar. Oh well, I'll go back
And
to my.
they're talking to the barman. They say, oh, you're supposed to have one of these up. Where's your sign? He says, oh, I never received a flyer. I don't know. I'm sorry. They must not have come here. So they make him put it up on the notice board in the inn. Wanted, reward, wanted alive, dead or alive, but alive preferable. The reward is, let's say, well, she's wanted for murdering a guard. The reward is 50 silver pieces, 100 silver pieces if alive.
So they've showed it to me, or you did just?
Oh yeah,
write
yeah.
it
You
down?
saw it. You see, they make a big show of nailing it up on the notice board, and then they stay for their own lunch.
But they don't ask me if I've seen this person.
No, nope. They don't. They don't ask it. They don't go out of their way to talk to any of you.
I'm gonna put the flyer in my coat pocket.
You go up and take their flyer off the notice board.
Oh, they only had one.
Well, no, they have more, but oh, you gonna go up and ask them for one?
I thought they handed me one, but yeah, I'll go up and ask for one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they give you one.
All right, fold it up, put it in my coat pocket.
Say if you see her, just report to your local nearest guard station or any guard you see on the street.
Oh, of course, sir. We can't tolerate witchcraft in our beautiful city
And murder.
and murder. Yes.
That's a hefty reward.
Indeed, it is.
Very well. About your day, citizen. And they
I'll go over to Cole. Cole, let's get out of this dump. Let's go live a night on the town.
No, you found some money, eh?
Oh yeah.
Sure. What time is it?
it's lunchtime.
Oh, just lunchtime. So they were early to go out on the town.
It's never too early. Maybe we can meet up with what's the name?
There's only one name for two other people we have here that sit at the table.
It's Antonio or Antonio.
Yeah.
You know who I speak of.
Well,
let's go.
which one? Which one are you talking about?
Let us go, friend. Your words they annoy me.
My words annoy you?
Yes.
Okay.
Should be out celebrating.
I'll see you later then. I'll sit back down and finish my dinner.
I'm gonna slowly but deliberately push his food onto the floor.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Stand back. Really?
Yeah.
You do this to a fellow Englishman.
Yeah. Respect me. Respect your fellow countrymen. A true Englishman would never turn down a chance to party. Now, and I'll look him in the eye. Are you a true Englishman?
An Englishman wouldn't be stupid enough to go out with somebody that's mooching off of other people.
I'll put my arm around the shoulder. Oh, so you do know the true way of the Englishman. Then we'll go out the door.
Show me your purse before we go out the door.
All right, I'll pull my coin purse out. It has 100 silver pieces in it, or it looks to be 100.
It's kind of odd to be carrying this many around and yet to eat off of our plates and throw 2 silver pieces for a guard duty for a company of men.
Here. I'll take 5 coins out and put in his hand. Come on, let's go.
Very well.
Good. Spoken like a true Englishman.
First, throw a coin over there to the barman who has to clean us up. That's not fair for him to have to clean up your mess.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'll put a copper piece down.
Okay.
And let's go. The night is young.
Very young.
It
It's actually
is.
just noon. Yeah. It hasn't been conceived yet. Yeah.
We have,
Okay.
we have to catch up with what's his face.
What's his face? Your good friend. What's his face? The one you traveled across Africa with. You just can't remember his name. It's like great.
Very well.
Antonio Valenti. What all do you want to do at the shops, at the markets? Do you have anything you want to sell, or are you just going to buy?
Well, I need to get the bullet pouch.
Okay, I think that was 11 silver, if I recall correctly, for 50 bullets in a pouch.
Right. And I'm thinking if we're going to be leaving, we're going to need rations for the road. So I'm going to have to purchase some of that. Anything, I don't think we need spectacular like rations for that. Like hardtack will probably work just fine. So I'm running low on money too.
Rations. So you want just standard rations?
Right. Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, it would be 1 silver piece per day per person.
1 piece per day per person. How long did it take us to get here in the rain?
Just over 3 weeks. Of course, you were detoured along the way, but
True.
you reckon about 3 weeks.
3 weeks of travel. Ugh. And I did mention we'll probably bring that guy back with us, so ugh.
Now, actually, go ahead and give me a d20 roll.
All right. 10.
Yeah, you could. How far away was Nansbeck? Only a couple of days, I think. I think it was called Nansbeck. No, it wasn't Nansbeck. What was that town called? Might have been Nansbeck.
Something like that.
Where Father Naylor was.
Right.
That small little kind of village town, whatever. You could probably get rations a lot cheaper there. That's only a couple days away.
Okay. Not a bad idea. All right. I'm a genius.
Argyle.
So,
right. Oh, Nansbeck's in another module. Never mind.
No worries.
That's in England somewhere. Argyle is the village I was thinking of.
All right. Yeah. So, I guess get enough rations for like a day for everybody.
Okay. So if there's 5 of you, that's 5 silver.
5 silver. Excellent. Nice and easy. There's my loot chart here. Oh, and I want to sell off that chainmail.
Oh, you got a suit of chainmail to sell?
I do.
Whose chainmail was that?
Rachel's.
Ah. Okay, it's slightly worn, but it was kept in pretty decent condition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll get 50 silver pieces for that.
Nice. Okay.
That'll replenish the coffer a bit.
Awesome. All right, get rid of this.
Anything else you want to purchase?
Nope, not right now.
Okay. Now, how much partying are Gideon and Cole planning to do? You going out and starting to drink today? Now you could do some carousing.
I'm down for some carousing.
Carousing. Let me see. What book was that in? Oh, that was in
Broodmother?
Yeah. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name of it. Like the one with the flying fortress. There we go. So I love this rule. Let's find carousing. Motivation. Well, that's a big chart. Carousing. Here we go. let's make this a little bit easier to read. That'll help. So with carousing, you can spend. Okay, we're going to use silver pieces. 1d6 times 100 silver pieces on ale and wenches, gaining experience points equal to the amount spent. Now, rolling an amount greater than what you have on hand results in you ending up owing money to various unsavory characters, unless you can borrow the difference from another party member. But in either case, then it requires a save versus poison to avoid overindulgence, and failure indicates a roll on the random table I have here. So basically, it's an opportunity to buy some experience points selling silver pieces, or selling silver pieces, spending silver pieces. So, is that something you'd be interested in doing, Cole? I don't know how much silver you have. How
No,
much money
he
you have
doesn't.
on you.
He doesn't have that kind of silver. Doesn't
No?
carry it with him. Nope.
No, okay. Hobbs, you do.
Oh yeah,
You wanna? Okay, roll a d6.
Hobbs is a parting man, true
He is
Englishman.
indeed.
2.
Okay, and now, do you have enough money to spend for your friend as well, or no? You're not gonna. Would you not?
I'm gonna look at Cole. What does his facial expression say?
Like I'm waiting on you to set me up with some good times that you promised at the bar.
That's true. That's true. All right, I'm down.
Okay, so you spend 200 silver pieces on yourself. Roll another d6 for him. In fact, what I'll do is I'll take the amount and I'll just split it between the two of you since you're partying together.
6.
Okay, so that's 800 total. Do you have 800 silver pieces?
I do not.
How much do you have?
I have 300.
300. You're gonna
Actually,
end
no,
up.
260.
You have 260.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys have a great time.
Fuck yeah.
You end up 540 silver pieces in debt to some unsavory people in the city of Prague. I need poison saves from each of you, and you also each gain 400 experience points right away. You can just add that onto your character sheet for the night of partying.
And what a night it was. If only Antonio could have been there.
So what do we roll for poison? I have a 10.
D20. You roll a D20,
Okay.
and that would be modified by your wisdom if you have a wisdom modifier.
I rolled a 1.
I don't.
Oh, okay. That's a failure for Gideon Hobbs for sure. He got way too drunk.
I rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7. You both
Yeah.
failed. All right. Now, each of you give me a D20 roll.
Here comes the real party right here. 13.
You got a
6.
13, Ron? And you got a 6. Okay.
Come on,
Okay. So,
so
first of all, I'll go with Cole. Cole, you get a local reputation in Prague as the life of any party. Give me just a charisma roll. Roll D20 and tell me if it matches your charisma or
Okay, well, his
under or
charisma is
over.
not very much. Let's see. His charisma is let's see. Oh, the 10. Hold on, let me roll it now.
Sure. Yep, it's another D20.
Okay.
In this case, you want to roll equal to or under to
Yeah,
pass or
4.
over fail.
Got a 4.
Under, you pass. Okay, yes. So you gain local reputation as the life of a party in Prague. You might want to put that on your character sheet somewhere.
Mhm.
Of course, unfortunately, this means that all future carousing in the city is going to cost you double due to barflies and other parasites who follow you around everywhere you go.
Wonderful.
Now, your friend Gideon Hobbs rolled a 13. Give me a saving throw versus magic.
pass.
You passed?
Yeah.
Okay. You were making lewd advances to some woman. She led you off into an alleyway, to have a bit of fun. And then she tried to turn you into a pig. She cast a polymorph other spell on you. She was literally a witch. But you made your saving throw versus magic, and she fled off into the night. Luckily for you.
I must have her.
Ha! um,
Did I get her name at least?
you got a name, whether or not it was a real name. She told you her name was Teresa.
Oh, sweet, sweet Teresa. My love. Am I with Cole still, or is he just off being the life of the party somewhere?
He was still inside. This is when you went out. I mean, you can go back into him, sure.
All right, I'll go back
You
in.
went out. You went outside for a bit of hanky panky.
Oh yeah, I'll go
He's
back in.
got. He's just doing shots and hanging out with he's got people all around, just having a great old time on your dime.
I'll,
Um,
sit, I'll stand in the corner and just nod my head in approval.
and as it turns out, this place is actually a bit of a brothel as well as a drink hall, as a bar. Um, and yeah, let's give it a name. This is who you're gonna end up owing money to because you're gonna definitely outdo your credit. Let's go with yeah. How can I randomize the name again? Whoa! What the hell just happened? That was fucking weird. Okay. Refresh again. No, goddamn! Some of these names are stupid on these random generators. I'll just keep refreshing so I get a good one. The Cat and Hare. That sounds like a good name for a whorehouse slash bar slash gambling hall. The Cat and Hare it is. So I'll put this in the notes as well. Cole is the life of any party in Prague, and all future carousing is double cost. Gideon owes 540 silver pieces to the Cat and Hare, a prominent, we'll call it a den of iniquity. There we go. Got it.
What's
Perfect.
interesting is Cole does not speak Czech. He always speaks English.
Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, nobody cares. Yeah,
Nobody cares. He's a good time. He's a good
he's
time.
he's telling them about that great play, and they're just watching him, probably laughing at him for.
Did you speak German?
No, just
Oh
Dutch,
shit! Yeah,
Dutch and English. Yeah, he's
that's funny.
illiterate.
Antonio, I take it you went back to the cross candles and had a nice quiet
course.
night in.
I did indeed.
Oh, actually, and
After
Medina.
I dropped off the bullets for Katerina.
Sure.
Yeah, I would have made sure that Hobbs wasn't in there, and then I would have just gone, sat down.
Straight to your room.
I'd have
Oh.
had something to eat,
Okay.
and then I would have
Fortunately
gone.
for you, he doesn't come back tonight.
Luckily, yeah, I'll have eaten and then gone back to my room for an early night, probably.
So as you're getting ready to leave, the Cat and Hare. It's probably like by this point in time, it's almost sunrise. The barman approaches you. Gideon says, "All right, well that'll be 800 silver pieces."
Indeed it will. Do you have some kind of payment plan?
Payment plan.
Yes.
Yes. This is where you plan to put coins in my hand.
All right. Oh, let us step inside. Let's not make a commotion out here on the street. Let's go back in and discuss this.
No, this is inside.
Oh, we're inside? Okay.
You're inside, yep.
Is there anyone around?
Cole could still be there. There'd be a few of the women lounging around, probably a few other male guests as well. And there's a couple of large guards standing by the door, just big burly dudes with big clubs.
Very well. I will get your money. Just let me go. Is there a room? It's like a room, a brothel, right?
Yeah, there's lots of rooms
All
upstairs.
right. Let me go upstairs and get your money. Give me a moment. And then
He
I'll-
nods, and one of the guards follows you.
God damn it. Please, sir. Does he follow me into the room?
What's your lowest score?
Dexterity 7.
Okay, yeah, he tries. You go to close the door, and he puts his big meaty paw up there and pushes it back open. Starts walking in behind you.
All right. I'll start rummaging.
It's just
through
the
my...
two of you in the room.
All right. Is there a window?
Sure.
And I'm on the second floor?
Yeah. Well, this is Europe, so it's the first floor. But yes,
All right.
you would call it the second floor.
Right.
Ronnie would call it the second floor.
Well, sir, what is your name? As I'm rummaging through my bag.
He says, Yakub.
Yaku?
Yakub.
Is there any service I can provide you, Yaku?
He says, "You're that short, huh?" He starts to undo his pants.
All right, while he's gonna undo his pants, I'm going to cast magic missile on him.
Oh shit. Okay. He's totally caught by surprise because he thought you were gonna blow him for like a couple silver pieces or something.
Oh yeah.
So you literally kind of catch him with his pants down. So what does your magic missile look like?
It looks like. Let me check. I just wrote a goddamn article on this.
I mean, it's entirely up to your own flavor. Mechanically, I think it's a D4 per level.
Yeah.
But it's every wizard magic user gets to describe their own style of magic missile, what they look like. You don't have anything in mind for him?
Yeah, it looks like a large iron key with 8 fluttering moth wings.
Whoa, okay.
And 5 of them appear and go flying at the guard.
Okay, do you want me to roll the damage?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's down to 0 hit points by the third one. Yeah, he's dead. So these motlings like fly at him and just blood flies and his clothes are ripped, and there's this crazy like weird like sound, almost like a hard to describe, just a really otherworldly sound as this all happens, and then he screams out in pain and he falls to the ground dead. You hear this downstairs, Cole. You hear the man scream. You hear some weird sound coming from upstairs, and the bartender runs out from behind the bar, and the other guard runs from the door too, and they both start running upstairs. What are you doing, Cole?
I'm leaving, going back to the hotel.
You're just Out of there. Fair
Yep.
enough.
John.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast levitate and levitate out the window onto the bottom floor.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna make a
So
run
you
for it.
cast levitate. You go out the window, and down to the ground. By the time they realize that the window's open, they run over, and you're already running off down the street. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you go?
I'm gonna go back to the fancy inn where everyone lives.
The cross candles.
Yeah.
Sure. The like wee hours of the morning.
Yep.
Okay.
Belly flopping as I run down the street.
What do you do when you get there?
Shit, I don't have a room.
No, you don't.
I'll knock on Antonio's door.
Well, first you got to knock on the door to the inn because it's closed.
Oh, yeah, I'll knock loudly enough to wake everyone up.
Okay. Eventually, Andre, the barman who you recognized from before, opens the door, looking sleepy, kind of in his night clothes, with a lantern in his hand.
Good morning, sir.
You
I'm here.
again?
Yeah. I'm here to spend the night.
You have money for a room?
I already have a room, sir. Didn't Antonio tell you?
Antonio.
Yeah, you know, what's his face?
Which one? Valenti or Medina?
Ah, shit, I don't know the difference.
Well, one's Italian and one's Spanish.
Spaniard. And I say it in
Medina.
Spanish.
Okay.
Come,
No,
take.
he didn't tell me. Okay, yeah, he says, oh, well, Medina's in room 12, whatever.
I'll look at him. Aren't you
Come
forgetting?
on.
My door is locked, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Aren't you forgetting something? I need my key.
Medina's got your key. He closes the door and starts locking it.
Of course, of course. All right, I'll go to his room and knock.
I awaken, but I do not go to the door. I just shout, "Fuck off! Fuck off!" It's too early. Whoever the hell you are.
Antonio, don't be like this. Come on.
Oh, it's you again. I kind of go and mutter under my breath. If I wasn't a man of God, I would get my sword and stab it through the door into his heart. Or wherever. Anywhere.
Oh, by the way, give me a poison save, Medina. Because you had those few drinks earlier. Cut yourself off early.
It's a D20, isn't it?
Yeah.
12. And my poison is 12.
Okay, you passed. Cool. So you're not feeling the hangover too much anymore. You had a bit of a headache when you went to bed.
Yeah.
You know how it is when you start drinking and you stop.
Yep. I know the feeling. I just go to Hobbs. Just go away.
Antonio, come on. I just need a room to stay. Just for a couple hours. What would Jesus say?
You're muted or something. We can't hear you, Josh. You're not muted on the screen. Do you have a mute for your headphones?
Am I better now? Hello?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yep.
Oh, I know what I did. I pulled out my wire.
Ah, okay. What were you saying? What would Jesus say?
Just Jesus would probably tell you to go away too, because you're that annoying. You're a horrible man. You commit a lot of sins. You gluttonous oaf.
Now, hold up now. I take offense at that.
You're greedy. You're greedy. You take
Hans
money.
is definitely slurring his speech. I mean, he's definitely pretty intoxicated.
Yeah, he probably won't remember what I say, but it's
Antonio. If you let me in,
Sleep by the door, Hobbs. Just sleep by the.
let me in the room.
I'm not letting you in my room.
One of the most amazing tricks in the world.
I am not letting you in my room.
Is the door open?
No, it's locked out.
It's locked.
You haven't even opened the door.
No, he's just been. He hasn't even got out of bed.
I'm
He's
literally just
shouting
like,
at you from the bed.
I am sat up, like really annoyed, but
Start banging on the door and screaming his name, Antonio.
All right, by this point in time, you guys are all awake. You all hear this out in the hall.
I just go away, man. To be honest, I don't Yes, I work for you for 2 silver on a handshake. Where's the written agreement? I only go by written agreement. My
You
friend.
hear another man's voice. Nobody that any of you guys know say, "Shut the fuck up out there! I'm trying to sleep."
Well, if you can help
In
me
check,
get
of
this
course.
man to, if you can help me to get this man to fuck off from my room, I would kindly allow you to sleep, sir.
I'll turn my back to the door and slide down and just pass out.
Did I get there before him or after him?
Oh, you'd have been there before
get
him
back
if
to
you
the
went
inn?
straight home.
Oh,
Not very
okay.
much
Yeah,
before him, though.
no.
You've probably been in the room for like, 5 minutes by the time you hear all this noise going on outside.
I'm very quiet. I'm not going outside. Nothing where I can see him. I'll just hide in my room.
So at least he's
Door locked.
At least he's quiet now. Now I will try to sleep.
I'll open
He starts. Oh, sorry.
the door and see what's going out there and see that guy passed out on the floor. And I go,
Oh, he starts snoring quite loudly.
I'll grab him by the collar and drag him into my room. And then just toss him face down on the floor.
Whoa.
Well, it's not that far to go. He's drunk.
It takes you. I'm quite hefty.
I'm pretty strong, though. I got pretty high strength for a mage.
Cool. Yep. So you lay him down on the floor.
And then I will put a pillow over his head so that it muffles his snoring a bit.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like pull a pillow over his head.
That's what I thought. I was like, yeah. Okay.
No, I don't use my divorce aid.
What were you gonna say, Crystal?
I was just gonna say, if Katarina wakes up, like she just murmurs, a French insult at the man, and like turns over and goes back to sleep.
Yeah, never even gets out of a room. Fair enough. All right.
Antonio, you see, I have a quite large backpack.
I'm sure you do. I'm not going to go rifling through it. I'll just leave him lying there. In fact, I will, pull off if he's wearing his backpack, I'll pull it off and put it in a way that he's going to knock something over when he wakes up so that I'll be alerted.
Okay.
And, lay back down and go to sleep. I've been sleeping for a while. I'm sure I'll wake up before he will.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. No problem. You'd still be probably snoring away there when you wake up in the morning. In fact, like it was like 2 hours in there, like you say, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning when you pass out there. Unless you guys like wake him, he'll probably sleep till like at least 10 o'clock in the morning.
All right. Well, after I wake up, I'll refresh that spell slot with something.
What are you gonna cast? Oh, you mean refresh it, refill it?
All right. Let's see here.
Did you say something, Rob?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard another voice. I'm going crazy.
All right, I can get rid of that. Put in charm person.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
It is now the 30th of July, right? Indeed. You have been gone a solid month since you left. It was the 30th of June when you left Amsterdam.
After I'm done studying, I will pack my stuff up and not leaving anything behind, head down to the breakfast area.
Okay.
I will already be down there. I will look at that. I'll have woken up and gone down.
Fair. Yeah, they've got. Let's see here. Boiled eggs, stewed pork. Yeah.
I will be eating the boiled eggs.
Okay. Cool. That'll cost you 10. Well, cost you 1 silver. Yep. It comes with a tankard of milk for you.
Milk for me. Yep.
Comes with a tankard of beer, but they don't serve you alcohol here.
No, they don't. Thank God. I'm assuming Antonio is also down here at this point.
Indeed.
Antonio, where did that Hobbs go?
He's passed out face down in my room.
Honestly, I wish for one day I wasn't a man of God, because I would happily strangle that man to death.
Yes, come to the dark side.
Just
Give in to your anger.
There's something off about him. I don't trust him.
You idiot. Stop jumping on the piano. It's not a piano, it's an electric keyboard. But,
I don't know that he is untrustworthy. He is just bizarre.
Yes, but the more bizarre people tend to be a little bit fishy. We need to be wary of him, I think.
Well, I agree until he either proves himself or gets himself killed.
Honestly, he's a freeloader. He would. I think he's definitely the man, a kind of man who would sell us out for a large sum of money.
Oh, that would go quite poorly for him if that were to happen.
So if he gets a chance, he will probably stab us right in the back. But hopefully we'd be able to stab him first. Well, I would let you do the work because I'm a man of God. I'm not about those kind of things.
Of course. I roll my eyes.
What time is it in the morning?
Oh, what time do you want to get up?
I don't know, probably 7 to 8, somewhere in there.
Pretty hard too.
Dinner last night. Antonio came back to the hotel at some point. Did anyone ever bring Katerina dinner?
The inn. I don't think anybody did. No.
Someone did, but you refused it. No, that was lunch.
Someone,
That was lunch,
yeah.
I
No,
would brought you dinner if I.
Yeah, one of us.
Gideon brought lunch, but I refused it because it was Gideon.
I would say me or Antonio would have brought you food. One of us would have in the evening.
Okay, so she has had dinner. Okay, so she would wait for breakfast. Then, I mean, she did tell Antonio to have a meeting in her room in the morning, but
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, she's trying to hang low. So
Sure, I'm just waiting for everybody to get up.
yeah, breakfast and everything.
Well, I think everyone other than Hobbs is up.
I think so too. Yep. By 8 o'clock, it seems like everybody's up except Hobbs.
All right. Gentlemen, Katerina would like us to gather in her room.
Okay.
Get up.
Hey, whatever happened to that guy that was passed out in front of your door, Antonio?
He's passed
I
out.
heard a commotion.
Oh, he's a nightmare, honestly.
You wouldn't believe it, though. He treated me on the town last night, the little stingy bastard.
Oh,
Are you sure?
He was a good Well, he brought me. I got drunk. I had good times with a whole bunch of people, and I don't know what happened to him. He went outside with a chick, and I don't know. He came back in and went upstairs to pay the bill. I don't know. I didn't talk to him that much.
Knowing his kind, he probably did not pay that bill.
Well, I did hear some noise upstairs, so that's when I made my way out of the inn or the whorehouse. And Made my way back here, but then I
Oh,
saw
my.
him at your door.
Hmm.
Pardon?
I said, "Oh my."
Yeah, he's
I kind of look up to the ceiling and go, God, please smite Gideon Hobbs. Smite him.
so he's in your room. You say?
Yes, he's currently passed out in there.
Oh, he's not quite a bad man. He's more of a. Mm, I don't know. It's hard to say what he is, but he's
He's
something happened upstairs. He's either got some good skills of one sort or another, because they all ran upstairs, and when the guards ran upstairs is when I left. Because I was a companion of his, they might have took it out on me.
that was a smart move.
Yeah, I'm here. That's what's good. They all liked me there, but I didn't trust that. Money and light. Money is overpowering that.
Gentlemen, should we go to Katerina then?
Indeed. I'll get a plate for her and enlist Cole's help in carrying all my baggage up.
Yep, boiled eggs and toasted
Yeah.
bread and beer.
Sure.
I'll carry it all because you got that wooden leg. It's gonna be hard for you to manage stairs anyway.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, Katarina will definitely let all you guys in. Once she shuts her door, she'll say, did that disgusting Englishman leave?
No, he's still with us.
Ugh.
Do you, Antonio, Italian Antonio? I'll just call you Tony. Tony, do you have anything in your room that you may? I don't know. You might have sticky fingers.
Oh no, I have everything here.
Okay.
I'm going to point to the pile of bags.
Out of character, how long does it take to get from where we are now to the exit of the city?
Oh, I don't know. Not terribly long. I mean, city's not that big. Population of Prague around now is about 60,000.
Okay, how far can we travel in 30 minutes? Because I'm thinking about casting, and you might want to read up on it real quick. I'm thinking about casting augury. Augury,
Augury.
yeah. So
Okay.
it lasts for 3 turns, and that's 30 minutes, I believe, right? So, or it can go up to 3 turns ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you could get out of the city in that time period, I think.
Okay, so
I'm looking for it here. There it is.
Plan this morning was to procure mounts for us. The journey home. We only have the 2 horses.
out of character, are you sure we have 2?
Yeah, why wouldn't you have to?
Right.
Well, Katarina had Cole,
Right. And we have Pegasus also.
Coach, and Pegasus. Well, no, because you took 2 horses with you, right?
Yes.
Those are the 2 that he
Cole
purchased.
had a horse.
I already said I had purchased those horses.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part. Okay.
I thought I had a horse.
No, your horse is dead.
My horse died.
Yeah, they were killed by the mimics.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
The only one that survived was Pegasus because they weren't there at the inn when the mimics made their breakout.
Oh yes, your coach is dead, right?
No, Coach is fine.
Who's coach?
He purchased 2 coaches. Katarina's horse.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, sorry, that was after the mimics.
Right.
Duh.
Yeah, I didn't hear him
Yeah.
say. I didn't hear him say that he had purchased 2 of the horses. So when he
Yeah,
said Pegasus and 2 others, I thought he meant he took Coach.
No.
No, I'm not.
So I was sitting here the whole time, thinking you would sacrifice my horse. But
No.
That's funny.
No.
No.
Well, no wonder Cole has blisters on his feet. No, I know.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, all right. So is our plan to all leave in a group, or are we gonna? I mean, you rode out yesterday, right? So, what are there any guards looking at the exits? Waiting on a particular person to leave.
Oh, I think we'll be fine.
Okay. Well, I have a prayer that I know of, which has given me, it's hard to explain, but sight in the future. It's the angels of God can trace forward my steps and tell me if a path is dangerous to me or not.
Mm. You lost me at angels, or you lost me at prayer.
I mean, fair enough. I do understand that my powers are bizarre to some, to many. But yes, it's a special prayer that the Lord has gifted me with. So if we have a detailed plan of how we're getting out of here, then allow me,
You want to do it right before you leave, basically.
allow me time to ask the angels for guidance and see if taking the main path out of the city will be good or be a way of trouble for us.
We need horses though.
Yeah, so that was my first plan for this morning, was to go and purchase mounts. We only need
2.
no, we need 3.
One through the package carrier.
We'll need 3, and we only need tackle for 2, though.
Tack, I think you mean tack and harness.
That's sure. That stuff.
Tackles for fishing.
Right. Tack.
So what's the plan with the fat guy?
Oh,
We cut him loose. No. We take him somewhere, and then we leave him, and then run off. And
But
never.
you did take his money, so I think he's your responsibility.
Honestly, it's not. It's not fair.
It's all Medina's responsibility.
Wait, so I get to deal with him? Okay, I will take him on a horse. I will push him off the horse. I will then ride off, leave him there, and
That's
return.
not very Christian.
so saith the man of God.
Well, I'll leave him at a church or something. I'll leave him somewhere where he will live a happy life.
Well, we need to get him out of the town if we're going to get him anywhere, because he's apparently if he came back here and
Oh,
the door.
does anyone have any business in England? Because we could take him and then ditch him. Well, take him where he needs to be. We could actually be nice people, but he's not a nice man, though.
I have no plans to head to England quite yet, although that is eventually where I wish to head.
I didn't wish to be around such a disgusting man that would pick through my food without even asking me.
As much as I hate this man, as much as I would
assume that a group of strangers would house him on their dime.
honestly, as much as I would actually want to ditch him and not be a Christian man, I guess we have to take him. I did, even though it's not written down, I did technically make a deal with him. So.
Yeah, you two are Catholics, and I expect more from you. Are the things that we are taught in England true about the Catholics?
You believe what you want, Englishman. Well, Cole, sorry.
I have no problem with you myself, but I'm just asking the question. We're taught.
I do not take on any labels other than a cleric of the Lord.
I prefer not to speak of certain things.
In regards to our actor problem, you can be assured that he is no longer in this world.
Are you 100% sure?
You ran into him yesterday?
As I stated, I was going to meet a contact who had knowledge of the matter, and they were able to confirm that he is no longer going to be a threat.
You have contacts all the way out here? How peculiar. Thought you were from Amsterdam.
I know many people.
Very well.
He's actually Italian.
Well, I mean, but they've talked about being from Amsterdam, I believe, so, or being employed in Amsterdam, at least.
Right.
Well, then that really means we need to get out of town because there's nothing left here that we need to do, apparently.
All
Except
right.
maybe see that play one more time before we do, but
I don't think we'll have time for that, unfortunately.
I think after these horses are procured, we should have one last meeting here. Allow me to speak to the Lord Angels and see our path be safe.
Very well. Let us procure the mounts and meet back here.
Okay.
There's no more business we have here, unless anyone objects and has something they wish to accomplish.
So how many horses you want to buy?
We're going to need 3.
3 more.
Because there's 2 horses already, but there's 5 of us. So,
Okay. And you said you only need tech for 2?
right, because we have the saddle and stuff from...
Oh, right. So that will cost you 350 silver pieces.
All right. Not a problem.
And you'll wake up probably Hobbs around, when they're getting the horses all ready to go.
And it's 50 silver pieces to gold, right?
Yes, that's correct. 50 silver pieces, 1 gold.
All right. 7 gold it is.
I have a question.
Hobbs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right. Hobbs, give me a poison save.
Fail.
Okay, you are hungover. And so say basically, if you have any kind of combat stuff or anything like that, so have you roll with disadvantage. But you don't have a very clear memory of what all happened last night either.
Not even a Teresa?
Oh, Teresa? You don't remember her name. You remember you met a beautiful woman, and she threatened to turn you into a pig. And yeah, you don't remember what happened to her then.
Every woman I know does that. All right, I'll get up and I'll exit the room, not remembering how I got here.
Yeah.
I'll gather my belongings and I'll head downstairs to the rest of the party.
I was going to ask, that wanted poster, does it show the color of her hair? Or is it just like a pencil
No,
drawing
it's
type
it's
thing?
probably a black and white, but there'd be a description. So it would describe her as having, how would they describe it? Like a golden. Yeah, they'd probably describe her as golden haired.
Which is very distinctive.
Which she currently is not. Her hair is dyed dark. Somebody's got sirens going on in the background.
sorry.
It's gotta be you, Merrick, yeah. So, yeah, get the horses all ready to go. Do you want to do your augury then, Katerina? Just before leaving?
Yeah, before we leave, she will do her augury. I'm at level 5, so I believe it's a 75% chance.
Yeah, yep. I've already made the roll.
Okay.
So what is the action to inquire about?
So the action is that she will leave the hotel, take the bit of hair off of herself so that her brown hair is only seen, her new brown hair, and they will ride towards the main exit in a group.
Okay,
Hopefully,
so basically, if leaving town with this group of people, will it lead to weal or woe?
yes.
Weal.
Okay. All right. So yeah, she'll turn to the group. Of course, like I'm gonna guess you guys wouldn't have brought Hobbs into her room, right?
I don't think anybody's in your room probably when you're doing this augury thing, are they?
Right now.
Oh, okay. I thought the idea. Okay, okay, that's fine. So she does it, and then
It'd make more sense to do it in privacy.
and then she will, and then afterwards, uh, I mean, like, I guess Antonio tells them, like, okay, we're ready to go, do your prayer or whatever, and then
Mhm.
she'll open the door and tell, Antonio Valente, like, it seems that the angels are on our side. Let us be off.
Oh, joy. All right.
Okay. Now, let's see here. Yeah, when you're writing, what's the plan? Are you writing in an order? Do you have if so,
Sure.
who's at the front?
I'll write at the front.
I
Okay.
guess, I guess it makes sense for, like, Katerina to, like, Antonio, maybe he just said he was going to ride up front. So this is just my idea. Maybe Antonio's kind of riding them front a little bit, and maybe like not like they're trying to hide her, but like if Cole and Medina kind of rode on the sides, and then uh, and then Katarina would ride like basically between them, so she's
Sure,
kind of
sure.
Well,
blending a little bit.
Hobbs would be behind her. So you're kind of in a cross formation with Katarina in the middle.
Okay, I have a question. It's Hobbs on the horse that Hobbs is on. Does that have the other materials packed on it too, or just him?
I would imagine whatever he has with him.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't put any of our gear on there with him.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
he's
making
got his own
sure.
gear.
Otherwise,
So-
I'd be having to lead to the horse. Okay.
Right.
Wow.
you guys act like I'm gonna do something.
Right. So as you're riding up front,
Looking at his svelte and dexterous figure, I imagine he's not going to be able to run away all that easily.
Antonio, riding up front, you'll see a notice board, and you'll see the wanted poster again for Katerina. Doesn't have her name obviously because they don't know her
Right.
name. Just witch, foreign, fiery, hair, whatever. Wanted for witchcraft, murder.
Hmm.
There's another poster there too. Also wanted for murder and robbery. Um, Slightly less of a reward. And his is just a wanted dead or alive. Basically, it's not like hers where there's a double reward for taking her in alive.
Mm.
But and there's an obvious sketch there of Gideon Hobbs.
Oh,
Nice.
I see you had a busy night last night.
I don't remember a damn thing.
Well, that's going to be an issue.
Except the love-
Um,
I met the love of my life last night.
how far are we from the gate?
Not far.
Okay. I take a party and I lead them. I say to Antonio, could you and Katerina stay here? And I check to make sure I check her and I see, does she have her hood up or down? And if she's got it up, I'm gonna reach over and pluck it down.
I mean, yeah, she probably took it off when they left because like she would have like pulled that hair and then like pulled her hood down.
Good. Okay. Yeah, because you want it up. You want it off for now to show your dark brown hair.
Mhm.
Clearly, you can't be that crazy blonde lady. Yeah, and I ask Cole and no, I asked Antonio and Katerina to wait. And I take them down an alley, and I say to Gideon to give Cole the reins to your horse. We will need to get you out of this place, and I beg you, do not make any sort of violent action until we are clear of the city.
Sure thing, friend.
Good. And then I begin to chant. And I cast invisibility on him.
Where did you go to cast this?
In an alley.
Okay.
Oh, that's why you asked us to stay back.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. And who's watching? Who's on watch?
Cole and...
Medina.
No, Cole is with me. Medina and Katerina are
Katerina.
at the front of the alley there.
Okay. Katerina and Medina, both of you roll d20s for me.
I got a 7.
Okay.
I got I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3. You both something feels weird and off, and you both kind of look down and see as Antonio casts his invisibility
Oops.
and turns Gideon Hobbs completely invisible.
What the fuck is this?
Oops. Oh well,
He's
out of the bag now.
he's obviously some kind of a sorcerer or a warlock, whatever terminology you like to use.
I kind of put my hand on my rapier because I'm.
Katarina will like reach down and touch your sword, and she'll say, "Well, that now explains the aura that I saw around him, doesn't it?"
Yeah.
And yeah, she's like trying, like she's already in trouble, and besides, Antonio's been like helping her out, so fucking at this point.
Since
She takes
I'm
her
on
hand
the
off the
watch,
sword. Go ahead, Cole.
since I'm on the watch, do I realize that they saw something or didn't see something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I want to go back and whisper to Antonio. He goes, "I think they saw what happened. Let's play you as the Protestant version of her."
No.
No?
We will just pretend
Okay.
like nothing happened and that we will be...
Very well.
I'm not
Keep
concerned.
your head. Okay.
I literally shout to Valenti, "You are some kind of devil!"
Katarina will look at him and say, "What are you doing? Are you mad? Are you trying to get the guards to call attention to us? Do you not remember that I have a warrant on my head? Like, whether he is some kind of devil, it doesn't matter. Like, I am a prophet of the Lord.
You don't understand. I
understand religion far better than you could ever even hope to understand. I can do things that only the prophets of the Bible could have done. The Lord is on my side, and He has told me that we are getting out of this city. Antonio was part of that, and was part of that. So he is part of this plan as well. Please trust me. Trust the prophet of God."
Honestly, Medina would just walk off. He wouldn't. If he listens to what Katerina says, takes his hand off his sword and just walks off because he doesn't know what to think anymore.
I can't
Walks
see
off
my
where?
Just probably walks off towards the entrance, gets
Okay.
on his horse and rides
So
off.
Yeah.
just keep going. Okay.
Okay, all right. Well, we go riding back to the front of the alley and say, well, Gideon shall be joining us once we are out of the city. Come, let us make...
His brief little outburst doesn't seem to have attracted any guards or anything. People shout weird shit all the time, so none of the common folk really seem to really have taken too much interest in whatever he was saying, since it was only a short outburst. Okay.
All right.
And you ride out of the city with Gideon invisible.
I stay far ahead of them. I do not. If I even see them get close to me, I will.
That'll last for an hour, that invisibility.
Yeah, you get out of town, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
The guards don't even give a second glance towards Katerina. And you leave Prague.
Right on.
All right. So once we're on the road and we're like well away, then Katerina will, catch up to Antonio and go, well, now I see why that day I saw what I saw.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you're right. What do I mean?
And I wink at her.
It just so
Still,
happens that today,
we,
July 30th, 1632, is a full moon as well.
I believe Medina is going to have a hard time processing such things.
Well, it'll be good for him.
Well, I don't know what to think of you at this moment, but I may at least be able to show him something to show him that some gifts are not evil.
I don't think there is such a thing as good or evil as intrinsic forces in the universe. It's simply order and chaos.
Actually,
It is your actions that show whether you are good or evil.
you're not far off.
And around this time, Hobbs reappears.
Oh, you've rejoined us.
How about that?
No longer invisible.
So,
Why, he's quite stealthy, isn't he? Ha ha ha.
indeed. You know the book that I showed you back in the hotel, Antonio?
Yes.
Well, let's just say that all religions have things right and all religions have things wrong. And the things that they have wrong, they have really wrong.
Oh, that has definitely been my experience. I get a little bit of a better look in my face. But regardless of that, we are out of the city. We are not tied to a burning pyre. Our friend Gideon is not hanging from the gibbet.
Medina's being moody and not talking to anybody.
I'm staying.
If we have a chance, if we get to like a large lake or something, hopefully where no one's around, Katerina would like to like pull off to it. Maybe like even if we're gonna like set up camp there or something, because it'd like probably make sense to set up camp near a good water source or something.
Hobbs will ride up to Antonia, the Spanish one.
I'm quite far
No,
ahead.
no
I
red
went
licks,
quite
I
far
see.
ahead. So.
It's okay. I'll yell ahead. It's okay, Antonio. I'm not a witch.
I don't look back. I just keep riding.
I'll speed up. I can't
To me,
jump.
to me, right now, none of you exists. Especially like Katerina's like, oh, she seems okay with the fact that Antonio just like turned someone invisible, and I'm like, no.
So what do you do with the first night's camp?
I will camp. I'll camp away from him. I will obviously.
Set up your own camp?
She'll set up camp with the others, but Katerina would like to go try and speak with Medina. Once camp is all set up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if she'll approach, maybe carrying like some rations or something. And are they near a lake like she wanted?
I don't see a lake, a river maybe.
River will be fine. She'll try to approach Medina with like her hands up and say, I've brought you some food.
I don't want it. Not from you. Not from any of them.
Okay. Would you indulge me for one moment, just down to the river?
Speak your words.
Well, something more I've got to show you.
Go ahead. Whatever you need. You have 1 minute.
Okay. So she'll say basically, you remember earlier I told you that I can do things that only the prophets in the Bible could do. And with that, she will pray to the Lord to allow her to walk upon water as Jesus once did. And then she will begin to walk across the river. And like when she's like out pretty far, I mean, she'll even say like, come, see that this is not some kind of trick.
No, I'm not. To me, you just look. How do I know you are really using the power of God? How do I know? How do I even know?
Did not Jesus do this himself?
He did, but you could mimic it.
I mean, sure, I suppose that's true. But then you could just say that about anything.
Honestly, all of you disgust me right now. I see you. I just see this as I see you as a tiny magic trick. I'm not impressed. I've seen far stranger things on my travels. But people who do things like what Valenti did, they're people I either kill or get far away from.
Quick question out of character. The spell enthrall, it specifically states that the voice is given divine authority. If she were to use that power, would Medina be able to tell that it's like divine?
Spell enthrall, huh?
Mhm.
Let me see. Second. Spell. Here it is. Enthrall. Voice is given divine authority. It will be listened to. It allows the cleric to hold the attention of the crowd, possibly influence that crowd. Any non-hostile beings within 100 feet will stop what they're doing to listen to the cleric speak. Cleric compel a crowd to action. If the cleric attempts to persuade the crowd to do something they are already inclined to do, they will act. If they fail, saving throw versus magic. If they try to persuade them to do something that offends their sensibilities, they will attack the cleric if they fail their saving throw. Spell ends immediately if any of the subjects of the spell are attacked or harmed in any way. So here's what I would say. If you're going to try to do it, what are you going to try to convince them to do?
She doesn't want to convince him to do anything. She only wants to use it because it says that it like if I use it, because it says specifically that she's given divine authority. So she only wants to use it as basically like a way of going, like you doubt that my powers are from God, like if my God powers are not from the Lord, then how do you explain the very presence that His
So
power?
basically, you're trying to get him to believe you.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be something. So what I would say is we would leave it would be a saving throw. He's already inclined not to believe you. So I'd say it'd be a saving throw, and if he fails the saving throw, hold on, how does this work here? The cleric can compel a crowd to action. If it attempts to persuade the crowd to do something they're inclined to do, they will act. If they fail, save throw versus magic. If you attempt to persuade them to do something that offends their sensibilities, they will attack you if they fail saving throw. So if they pass the saving throw in that case, I don't get it.
I
Yeah,
think it's
I would just call it a saving throw. If he passes a saving throw,
What am I
he'll just continue to not believe you.
What
If
am I
he
going?
fails the saving throw, then he'll feel the touch of the divine. I mean, he can still role play how he wants, but he'll know inside, at least, that yeah, you really are speaking with the authority of God, whether he likes it or not. Sound fair?
Yeah.
sounds good. She'll try it.
Is that an instant spell?
As she is walking on the water, call forth the divine power of God to allow this man of God to see that, that she is who she claims to be.
What am I
Okay, make
rolling
a
against?
saving throw.
What am I doing it against? Magic.
Mm-hmm.
My magic is 12, and I got a 12.
Pass your saving throw, so you're not convinced.
Okay.
Goes well with my character.
Okay, and then the next day you travel back. You do pass by the village of Argyle. You can buy food there for five copper pieces per person per night instead of a silver piece
Yep.
per person per night.
I'll be buying my separate rations from there.
All right. So we need rations for 4 people.
And I need all my rations.
So for 4 people, that'd be 2 silver per day.
All right.
You probably want to buy like 20 days to be safe.
Right. Because we can.
40 silver would cover it.
All right.
So
For you want to buy 20 days worth of your own.
Yep.
That would cost you 10 silver.
Okay, cool.
But as you're approaching the village of Argyle, something of interest, you see a body hanging from a tree.
Who's
And
body?
as you approach, you see that the person, although they're by this point in time, they're probably nearly a week decayed. But the clothes that they were wearing are the very bright and colorful clothes that you had seen the actors wearing from the Kinder des Mundes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I continue writing.
Say again?
Oh, that explains where he went.
Yeah. If you ask about it, then in the village, Father Naylor will explain to you that, oh, yes, this man was caught sneaking into the village the same day that you left and tried to steal a horse.
Some people.
Of course, horse theft is punishable only by hanging. So
It is a fitting end to someone who would try and steal the very life force of a poor farmer.
Would Katerina have had time to pray in the morning 3 hours?
yeah, sure, she could get up early to do so.
Okay.
Yep. And so I think that's where we will leave this session.
All right.
The next day, you'll be passing out of Bohemia and back into the Holy Roman Empire, crossing the Ore Mountains, and you will be spending a night at the Soldier's Rest.
Sounds
Everybody can have 1,000 experience points.
woohoo.
Nice.
I smell adventure.
How much was it from the whorehouse where we were that we got experience from?
400.
Oh, that was another
400?
400 for you
Okay,
guys. Yeah.
so 1,400. Okay.
So you got 1,400 for the
Nice.
two of you. Yeah.
Medina isn't happy right now. He's really not happy.
That's all right.